What's good, y'all? So I'm back with another video, and I really want to talk about something that's common to talk about right now. That's a hot topic, with the drones, that we're seeing in the East Coast and all that stuff, and yeah, like these drone sightings, at the night, at nighttime. At least that's what I've been hearing. All these drones just flying around the sky, or so-called drones. I don't know if I can even call it that, because really I heard another uh, report or something like that of how like these drones are like the size of SUVs and school buses, and I'm just like, nah, those aren't drones, man. Uh, those are like air vehicles or something like that. Those are definitely not drones, man. Like, that's really strange. Really, really strange. And I even hear of just people talking about how in other countries they even have the drone sightings. You know what I'm saying? They have drones flying, or so-called drones, the air vehicles in the sky. And it's really strange, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing is strange, man. And really, you know, and we have our U.S. government. We have these people saying that they do not have a clue what's going on, or where these drones are coming from or what they are. I believe that's a lie, like always. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to question things. You know what I'm saying? I know that whatever the government says, it's 9 times out of 10 a lie. And I've learned this from the whole entire just 2020s in general, because I learned that the government, man, is like the last thing you'd want to trust. Because the government has proven itself over and over again that it is far from trustworthy, untrustworthy. The government has proven itself to be untrustworthy over and over again. And whenever I see people still saying that, the government, when I see people say that, oh, if the government says it, then it must be true. Have you not learned from the entire 2020s that the government is not trustworthy? Like, have you not learned a thing? And I'm not trying to downplay anyone's intelligence or anything like that, or call anyone stupid, but I'm just saying, like, if you have, like, I thought we all learned from 2020 and beyond, 2020 to now, that the government, U.S. government, is something that you do not want to trust at all. Same thing with the media, with what the media says and everything like that. We live in a society full of lies. And I've learned, as a person, to understand that whatever the government says, or whatever the media says, to not believe it firsthand. So, with that being said, I believe that that these people, the government, definitely know where these drones are coming from, or what they're for, or what they are. Because really, we hear all these people in the government saying that they have no idea where these drones are coming from, what they are. That's a lie. Because I definitely believe that there's always a bigger agenda behind events like these. You know what I'm saying? Events like these, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I believe. I believe that there's a bigger agenda. What the agenda is exactly, I'm not sure. Although I do have my own predictions and assumptions. You know what I'm saying? But really, it's just sorry, there's a dog barking. But you know what I'm saying? It's just it's really, I don't know exactly what the drones are for, but I do have my own predictions and assumptions. I believe that, this whole drone thing is the start of something big in the future. You know what I'm saying? I did read into, some things of like what the drones are maybe for, like, alien, it's like some people I hear, they're saying it's like aliens or something like that. I don't think so. I do not think so. There was another one with Project Bluebeam, I think that's what it's called, where it's like they're trying to fake an alien invasion to unite all the people in the world to start a new world government, world government, one world government. And I thought that actually made some sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I remember I watched one video of like, because I was just curious, like about this whole Project Bluebeam, because whenever I hear something new, it's just like, oh, okay, let me just look into it. And then this Project Bluebeam is like, they use all these things, like, intentionally created things, intentionally created disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes. Even though I don't know if we have the technology for all these things, but even though I wouldn't be surprised if we did, because, you know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be surprising to me. But anyway, it's like, all these things, it's just like, with the Project Bluebeam, trying to fake an alien invasion and bring the people together. And I remember I was watching a speech on because I found out about this recently, about Ronald Reagan, and how he was talking about how there needed to be a threat outside of this world for all the people in this world to come together. You know what I'm saying? And I watched that speech and I was just like, dang. So honestly, this whole Project Bluebeam thing doesn't seem to be far from, doesn't seem so far-fetched after all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And I'm not saying that that's what it is, Project Bluebeam, that's the reason for these drones, but I'm just thinking right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I like thinking freely. I like thinking for myself. So it's just really interesting seeing all these things. And, but yeah, these are some weird times we're living in, man. And that's definitely, the biggest point of all, that we are living in some weird times. We have school bus sized drones, like in the sky, flying in the sky, and it's just like, these are some weird times we're living in, man. And but I definitely do believe that, no doubt in my mind, there's a bigger agenda behind these drones. You know what I mean? A bigger agenda. And maybe these drones are going to be the start of a new world order, a one world government. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe this is part of the whole Agenda 2030 that they got, you know what I'm saying? Because we're seeing a lot of things take place in the 2020s, and maybe all these things are just happening by design, just for, just to prepare the world for, something in 2030. Maybe one world government. That's just what I think makes the most sense to me. Because how else can we explain all the other, drones that are in other countries and all that stuff? In Jamaica, I heard, in the UK, and other countries, but I forgot. And it's just like, how do you explain that? It's not just the United States, it's like the world as well. So how can you explain that? You know, with the whole, just, you know what I'm saying? It's really weird about all these things happening. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're living it's like this, like, it feels like this is the start of a movie. You know what I'm saying? This is like we're in a movie or something like that. We got all these drones flying around, like, just maybe they're just like, you know, they're just what's the word? Scanning around. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's just really weird. These are some strange times we're living in, man. I don't know what else to say, man, but these are some weird times. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, who knows how the future will be, man? Who knows? But, yeah, man. But I'll definitely be making more videos, maybe on this topic in the future. But yeah, this is just a video expressing my thoughts. But yeah, my point of just, you know, is, I mean, that's something I'm confident in, that there's a bigger agenda behind this. Maybe it's for a one world government, maybe it's for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But this is definitely the start of something big. But catch you on the next video. God bless.